Good August afternoon to all of you. This is Tenacious Earl, and I am going to go ahead and get out the, well, I already have gotten it out, the more or less the same old game I've been playing here for the last 3-4 years. I know it's not a brand new game every couple days, but, this project is a project that I have I'm on my third season here, and just keep trying to do more tournaments, see how this fictional Tenacious Golf world plays out. And we have a pretty good little C-tier tournament going on right now. The leaderboard is a little bit spread apart at the top, but there's still some nerves to get through. The leader is not a previous winner, so you always have that going. You do have one lurking, albeit quite a ways back, that that has won, a couple of them. So you just never know. But at least at the moment, it seems like this may be a foregone conclusion, but let's see how it plays out here. We are at TPC Boston, which I believe isn't too far from like Foxborough, kind of like almost to Rhode Island, I believe. Kind of suburban Boston for the Chowder Classic. Chowder, of course, being of the soup variety that New England clam chowder famous for. I decided that would be the name back a couple of years ago, and we're going to go ahead and finish this out this afternoon. The cards here are going to say this is Great Woods Country Club, but that is just the fictional name. We don't, because the leader, who is Myung Cho, a Korean-born player who is currently 6 under par on the day, including a hole out at 10 for eagle on the par 4. So he is -6 and looks to be cruising to his first victory on tour. But you have Tobias, the Canadian Tobias, Don't Call Me Funke Foley, and Songram Sangsorn, the Thai assassin, 4 back. Lurking, as well as Mackay Berry, who for some reason I think he is a former winner, but I do not have. Well, I'll tell you what, while I'm sitting here talking to y'all, I will check it out and see if I can bring it up on my phone. But hopefully we can get a good conclusion here. Just a second. How do I do this? Oh yeah, go to Google Drive, wherever that is. Take a drive on Google Drive. So then past Barry, we have Tora Bingen, the Norwegian player, who again looking for his first victory. Of Evan Aldrich, who has won. They're 15 back, Australian player, and let me see. How do I get to my files? Right there. And there's golf. And there is career leaders. Oh. And I don't have Google Sheets on my phone, so that's even worse. And after that, Jason Olinger, he is 6 behind, kind of like at the edge of contention. I have not moved out Carson Rodell, who is a former winner on tour, and I am going to try and get this located before we get started. Again, with a -6 score, we don't have any emerging contender. This is using History Maker Golf. This game is from Play Games. You can see at the bottom of the screen a link. Well, it's not a link, but it's the address that you can go to, and that should work for you to go, and you can buy this game. They have course sets, they have golfer sets. You could start small, play a couple tournaments, maybe not even play tournaments, maybe just play a couple rounds with a couple players that you really like. Maybe you'll get a historic set and pick out like Sam Snead and Ben Hogan and go play at Colonial. Maybe you buy that set, the one that has that particular course. Alright, so let's try this again. Alright, let's see. So Cho did not have, let's see, who was I thinking about here? Let me check Evan Aldrich. You'd think, you think it would be easier to remember, but just like in real golf, sometimes I forget some of the secondary players who have won. He's from Sydney, Australia, and he has won multiple times this year, actually, so I can't tell you which tourneys right off the top of my head. But now, let's see, who is the other fellow? Mackay Berry. He may have been my first custom card to win a tournament. No, he finished second in the Colonial Challenge in 2018, so in my first season. So I'll be able to bring this stuff up as we go along here. But let's get a move on and take off here in the final round of the Chowder Classic. So we're going to start with 15, and the way we play this, again, you do, and if you look at my channel here as far as videos in this series, as well as if you go to a channel called Tabletop Baseball Plus, where I had videos posted for a couple years, you will see full tournament, how to play it. You'll see how you simulate the first 3 rounds of the tournament. There's a process where you determine who missed the cut, and then there's a process to sort out how the 3rd round shakes out to set up the final round. And what I've done here so far is I've done all that, and I've played up through for this group, the lead group right here. That's Cho, Ruben Riggs, who is out of contention. You can see him about 3/4 of the way down the leaderboard there, as well as Carson Rodell. They are through hole 11. So we're going to be playing 12 through 18 for them. This group here, Olinger, Gail Honorado, who has not fared so well today, and Tobias Foley, they have finished hole 12, so we'll be playing them through hole 13 to the end, and so on. We're going to start here and go this direction. And when you start the final round, you start with this group on hole 1, and then you play hole 2 with them, and you start with hole 1 with this group. And then 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, etc., etc., 5, 4, 3, 2, and you just keep going. And that's very similar to the way that it would work, in the final round of a PGA tournament. If we were simulating this whole thing, you would play all the golfers, and it would just be a lot of extra rolls and time spent, and some people might do that. Most won't. Most will use this tournament mode, which is a pretty robust way to simulate a tournament. And it's actually, I've played a little bit of another game that's golf, and I think this probably simulates it. It simulates it really well. It's not quite as granular or detail oriented, but it does a pretty good job and lets you be able to simulate quickly and be able to move on to another project. So Mackay Berry is actually 4 back. He is tied for second, and he's going to be the first to play 15. 15 is a 421-yard par 4. Say it's a moderate hole. It's kind of easy because it's only 2 degrees of course difficulty, but it also is modified by daunting. So if you end up needing to look at the course icons, basically if you roll a 4 or a 5 on this card, then you end up, especially if you hit these squares, it'll be daunting, and it will make your chances of a bogey or worse a lot greater. So there's a lot of fairway bunkers is what the write-up on the hole says. But in any regard, let's go and play this. And Barry has some chips to use, but I think he's gonna hope he can get the 1, 2, or 3 on the white die, and he does get 2, and it's all 3s. So this is going to be a special result right off the bat. These things are quite all or nothing. It's one of the, I don't know. At times you would think it would be better, but there's also times where it can just really be it could be a little much, right? Why? Alright. So we're going to roll this on special results level 1. I had to check my phone for something. And what is it going to be? It's going to be 46, par 4. Fan at the green, struck by an errant shot. They're okay, back to play. Moderate putt for bogey, and stormy the rest of the round, if missed. So we're going to roll the green. I use the green for the putts. 1 to 5, and it is a bogey. So that's going to knock him back a shot, and he is not stormy now, but that's still pretty much a back-breaking result. He really needed to birdie, either birdie in or birdie 3 of the last 4 and par that other one, and so a bogey is pretty much going to going to need some help now probably. So we get another 2 here, and then 2, 3, 4 is the result. So we go into the book under, when you have player control, when it's in this case 1, 2, 3, we go to the chart for the par, which is 4, and we look up 2, 3, 4. And if it were a direct green, you'd have a pretty good chance at a birdie, and maybe even a slight chance at an eagle. Now, dynamic, he isn't dynamic. You'd find that down here under experience. So we go to right now. Evan Aldrich right now is semi-hot. So 4 checks is the player hot. And I will flip to it. You go to the right now chart. Is player hot? He's semi-hot. The decider die was rolled, and it says no, so he will fail that check, and that will lead, instead of an easy birdie, he'll have a double difficult birdie putt. So with this, we used what I use my lag rule, which I've talked about many times on here. So where he's going to lag this double difficult birdie, and so that's a result that just leads to the normal result, which is an easy par putt. You would have to roll a 6 and a 6 to miss that. So that is a good par for Aldrich. And now we're going to go to what is called the out of contention chart for John Hudspeth, who is 9 shots back. So this is a daunting hole, and it is a 1, so a chance at a birdie. If he gets a dot here, he will birdie the hole, but instead he pars. Okay. Hey, Mark Russell, good to see you. Yeah, thanks. It's been scattershot a little bit. A couple weeks on, or a couple weeks, and then video, and then a couple weeks I'm busy, and then back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and it's going to be Songrim Sangsorn, who is still tied 4 back. He has extra control. You can see using these card sleeves here, I can actually take a dry erase marker and make some notes, and so I put XC for extra control. So this is 14 is a full course difficulty. The 6 is always this patient par, but there's going to be 5 degrees of difficulty, 495 yards, so a long par 4. Okay, there's chocolate drop mounds covered in fescue grasses. Well, anyway. So with extra control, that means if he rolls a 4 on any hole on the white die, he has control. So in this case, he has a 1 in 5 chance out of those 5 to get it. And so it is a 4. So he will get 4, 5, 6, which is going to be golf cam green. We flip to that chart and look at under par 4 with green 4. You would find either friendly, challenging, or nothing. We find nothing. So that will lead to a clutch par putt for Sangsorn. And being with 5 holes left, I think he's going to have to chance this. And he's a neutral putter means he has a 50% chance of making it. So if he could use the chip, and it would make it 86 something like that percent. It would go from 1 to 3 on the green die roll to 1 to 5. But then he would be without a chip. He could roll 1 to 3 right here and earn a blue chip if he hits the 1 to 3. If he misses it, he would lose the chip. So it's kind of like a risk reward here. We would end up with 2 if he makes it, and he does. That is good par. And Sangsorn remains 4 back of Myung Cho. Decent amount of Asian flavor here in this final round with Sangsorn and Cho near the top, mixed in with the Canadian Foley. Now Bingen, who is 5 back, Norwegian, he could use the blue chip here to take control, but instead he is just going to go ahead and play it. 23, that is a bunker. So 23 is bunker and 2 shots. So we go to the bunker, sand chart, par 4, what was it, first shot? Second shot. Par 4, second shot, green die 3. Is he chunky? He is not. So it'll be a gimme par. It's actually semi-sandy. And he makes that. Gimme is 3 6s to miss. So a par for Bingen. And an out of contention roll for Jurgen Biermann. Kind of should be your favorite. That's going to be a bogey. Your favorite player, right? Anybody who's got beer in their name should be a favorite. Okay, 13. 13th, 451-yard par 4, 3 degrees of difficulty. Semi-daunting if you land on those. So if you land on a 3 or 4 or 5, you'll need the decider die to get you out of daunting jail. Rocky ledge must be traversed off the tee on hole 13. The green is protected by a small bunker in front. And so Tobias Foley, second most famous Tobias F in the world, he will go here. 5 means course control. 66, he's in the rough with his first shot. So we go to that chart. Look at par 4, shot 1, and then green 4. Is he a workman? He is not. Leads to a moderate second putt for par. Will roll green, and it is missed. Moderate par is 1 to 5, so he rolls a 6. So now an easy bogey, and he's going to drop out of that tie at minus 16 with his first bogey on the day. So Foley playing well, but he was 2 under par on the day, but that takes a little wind out of his sails. Now Jason Ollinger, he's got a little trove of chips there. He's going to hold on to him. And he also has extra control, and he gets the 4, so 2, 3, 5. He will have control on this. Legender Shaper, He is a king and a bomber, so those don't hit. Champion, he is semi-champion, does not have the dots, so that doesn't work out. So it's right now. He is neutral, but that means he's not cold. So because he's neutral, he'll get an easy birdie putt, and he will use one of his chips, trying to claw back into it. That makes it a gimme birdie putt. 6-6 miss, called the high roll. He almost gets the worst roll he can, but he does make it, and that will move him to minus 15. He's only 5 shots back. Right there, if a player starts to take a nosedive, namely Cho. And now this is going to be Gail Honorado. Semi-daunting. That's going to be a bogey. All right. And hello, Dwayne Martz. I don't think I said hi to you yet, but hi. Saturday afternoon. It's a hot, maybe menacing a little later day weather-wise, and we're going to go to Myung Cho, the leader by 4 over Sangsorn, and he's going to be playing the 12th. 461 yards. No bunkers are in play. It's a dog leg to the left. You can kind of see here from the shape. If you look at the squares, it kind of goes to the left a little bit. Imposing rock-strewn hazard protects the front right of the green, and you remember on 13 there's a rock ledge, so this is probably behind the rock ledge, and then you probably have the tee also behind it that goes for 13, right? So Cho, he's gonna keep his chips. He's got at least 2 there that I can tell, and it's 5s. So this is, I play the patient par to also be a special result roll if you get trips. So this is going to be trips. I'm going to re-roll decider. I'm going to roll black and white. Level 1 par 4. What happens here? It's a 23, and it's out of bounds. And he is going to be stormy the rest of the round. So terrible break for Cho. This is what the nerves will do to you. He's 3 under on the back 9 with an eagle and a birdie, but now he's going to have to be playing his 3rd shot here on 12. So he's just going to be hoping that he can rattle home a bogey here. Okay, so 4-5-5. Is he a legend? No. Is he a champion? No. So it's mood, and that right now is stormy. Well, he's not sunny. So that's a double difficult putt for birdie, I think. Let's see. Mood. Is he sunny? No. Double difficult birdie putt. He has to lag it. Of course, this is a double difficult for bogey. So that leaves him an easy double, and he is going to have to hope that he doesn't get 6s. So a double bogey is going to bring him right back to the pack. Myung Cho, feeling the nerves. He's going to be back to only 2 ahead after the 12th. So quite a change in perspective here on this tournament as Cho hits a terrible tee shot. All right, Carson Rodell now, and all based on the special result. If he had gotten one of those 5s to be a 6, wouldn't have been a problem. So 3 is going to be, it means we go 66, rough and 1, and a green 1. So this is a good result for Rodell. Now he's 6 back, so maybe he can get a 3-shot swing here, because this should, so let's see, 66, rough and 1. He's not a workman, so he will have a wow result. He gets a blue chip. We roll the white. Should get at least a birdie chance out of this, but it's not such a great one. That is going to be a moderate birdie putt. He's going to hold his chips. Needs a 1 or a 2, and he will get that 3-shot swing with the double bogey. Nope, he missed it. So now the easy par, and he does hole that one out. Now Ruben Riggs is up next. He is out of contention, so we will roll this. It's a neutral hole, and he's going to bogey. So everybody bogeyed on that particular go-around when we did the special result check. Not special result, the, what do you call that? Out of contention. Alright, so that changes a lot there. Cho, 2 ahead of Sangsorn, 3 ahead of Olinger, Foley, Bingen, Aldrich, and Barry. Alright, I changed my mic configuration here just a little bit. I'm hoping that the sound is at least the same, hopefully a little better, but you know, it's tough to tell, right? This is my first opportunity to do it. So 16th is a shorter to medium par 3. I'd say shorter for the pros. I'd say not too many under 170 yards. But this one here is 161. So 3 degrees of course control, and when they do it, it's semi-daunting and the green is semi-challenging. So it's when the course does rear its ugly head, and you also have to deal with this water right here, 13, 14, 33. Water protects both the front and right of this short par 3. Steely nerves are a must to score birdie here. And Evan Aldrich is now one of those within 3, so he is going to go ahead and take his chances, and he gets a 4. That's 25, and he gets golf cam green with a dot. So that's going to mean the challenging is full challenging. 4, friendly no, challenging yes, so it's a clutch bogey putt. Semi-gold, 1 to 4, he misses. He will lose the chip. Double bogey, easy double bogey, he makes that. Could have used that one before. So not a good result there. Hudspeth out of contention, semi-daunting 3 is a par. Mackay Berry, 17 look like. 17 and 18 are pretty easy. He's going to go ahead and try to take control of this. Or he has to use both chips, but he ends up taking control of it. Now he is utility, so not the greatest. 3, 4, 6. So let's see what goes here on the par 3. That's going to be short game check. Green 3. Is he soft? No. Leaves him an easy par putt. So he does extend this tournament a couple, you know, still hanging around. All right. So who is it's gonna be Sangsorn in second place. Startled to see Cho's score go from -20 to -18. He thinks he still has a chance here. Would love to get a 1, 2, 3 on the white die, and he gets it. 1, 3, 4, par 4. It's not direct. He is not a hacker, so we go to experience. And he is not an icon, so this is going to be a double difficult birdie putt. He's going to lag it. And that leaves him with an easy par. And he holds that out, so he's going to stay -16. Of course, with Cho feeling a little stormy right now, you never know what's going to happen here. That Bingen 3 back. If he could start birdieing here, that's 14. That's the sand in 1, green 5. This is going to be a bad lie in the sand. Semi-sandy gets the dot, so yeah, he's going to have a difficult birdie putt. All right, so he's going to try and make it. Needs a 1 on the green die. If we roll a 1, it's a birdie. He moves to within 2, and he misses that. So now a moderate par, needs a 1 to 5, and he makes it. Difficult birdie putt's always a little dicey. Okay, we're going to, because that moderate par is not a sure thing. All right, so that here is Bierman. He makes a par. Jason Ollinger. hold his chips and hope for a white 4 or a white 6. Either of those would be... Nope, he's going to get a white 3. So 26, Golf Cam Course. So you take the black and the silver and put them in ascending order. So that leaves you 26. You look at the card, and it is Golf Cam Course. Green 4, Cordial. No. Daunting. Again, these traits would be right up here underneath the hole number. So neither of those, so it's going to be an easy par putt for Ollinger. I think I should say Ollinger. That seems like a more reasonable name. Now, Tobias Foley, who bogeyed 13, looking to bounce back here. There's the 4 that Ollinger needed. 23, rough and 2, or the green 1, so sand and 2. With a green 1, so this is going to be a good lie. He is semi-chunky with the dot, though, so he his poor bunker play comes back to get him, and he still needs about an 8-footer for par. Moderate putt, needs a 1 to 5, and he holds it out, so he saves par. Okay, and now the out of contention roll for Honorado. That's a par. 13. And it'll be Carson Rodell. Cho will be last to play here now that he had his double bogey. Sand and 2 on the par 4, green 6. Oh, bad lie. Semi-sandy, doesn't get the dot, so this is going to be a double difficult putt for par. He needs the lag. And Rodell is probably going to go down to, oh boy, and so he even misses that more. So it's going to still lead to a moderate putt, but instead of the easy, if he would have had the dot, it would have been difficult. Without the dot, 6-6 means moderate. So let's see the moderate 1 to 5, and he makes it. Still a bogey. Now Ruben Riggs with the out of contention. That's a par. Now Myung Cho really needs a good hole here. And a patient par will suit him. Just get through this one without hemorrhaging anymore. And he does, so we are through 13 holes with this lead group, and Cho is clinging to a 2-stroke lead. Quickly got more dicey with that double bogey. One tee shot can really change your round. I can actually speak from experience on that one. Very personal and difficult experience, to be perfectly truthful. If I remember, I'll talk about it after the round. But okay, Hudspeth here, 17. Pretty amenable par 4 here, 412 yards, so just a smidge over 400. Split fairway. Doesn't really look like a split fairway here on this, but it's okay. Golfers can choose to go for either the upper or lower riskier tier. So again, that doesn't really manifest in the game in this particular representation, but let's go for it here with Hudspeth out of contention. 6, semi-cordial. 6 is a bogey. So after all that hubbub, I tell you that it's a pretty amenable hole. He gets a bogey. Mackay Berry, so 2 degrees of course difficulty. He gets a 2, so that's going to be golfer control. 1, 2, 6. He'd love to get a couple birdies here to move in, or to kind of close out the round. So 1, 2, 6. It's not direct. Is he stoned? No. So it goes to mood. Barry is sunny. To ask, is he sunny? This is going to be a gimme birdie putt for Barry. So he will, with only a few % chance of missing, he makes it. And a birdie for Barry looking for his first victory. Would be another victory for a custom card. You can see the custom cards are different than the ones that play sell out of the PNG set. And now Evan Aldrich. Again, he was hampered by a double bogey at 16 to really change the scope of his round. 144 legend. He is not. Champion, he is not. That's a golf cam green. Par 4, and then 4 friendly, semi-friendly, no dot, so he doesn't get that, right? Yeah. It's not, so it's a clutch par putt. Semi-gold, he will get the blue chip in the par for making a clutch putt. Okay, to 16. Larry. Larry is in the gallery. Viewing, is it the Louvre, or is it like Metropolitan Museum of Art or something like that? I don't know. Really terrible joke. All right, so Sangram Sangsorn, the Thai assassin, as he's known, he is going to try and bridge this gap to within 1. Needs a birdie here. It's a tough par 3. If he could get a 1 or 2 on the white die, that would help. He gets a 1, so 1, 2, 5, par 3. Let's see if he can draw a birdie putt here. He's not a hacker. You look under irons. He's not that. So it's going to go to experience, being semi-prospect. Oh, and he's going to luck out. Is he a prospect? Being a semi-prospect, if that's a dot, he would be, and it would make it much more difficult. Instead, it will be a gimme birdie putt. He won't have to use any blue chips as long as he gets anything other than 6-6. And it's in for Sangsorn. To within 1, Cho is going to start to feel the nerves as he sees that leaderboard coming up to the 14th hole. Bingen. This being a C tier, it's going to be some guys you haven't necessarily heard of. It's a 244. He's not utility, so we go to right now. Bingen is neutral, so he's not hot. And the not hot leads to, is that the difficult putt? Let's see. 2, not hot. Difficult birdie putt. Try to make it. Needs a 1. And he gets a 2. Moderate par. He'll make that. That's going to be still, he does have 1 blemish there, but he's 2 under on the round. He just needs, he would probably need to get to minus 17 here to have a shot. Now, it's going to be Jurgen Biermann. Crowd favorite. Brings a keg inside the golf bag. He is going to get a bogey. And unfortunately for the crowd, I think he's already kicked the keg the way he's playing. So, and not with his foot. Hey, Tim, how's it going? All right. Good morning, good evening, and good night, right? I'm yawning a little bit just because been a little bit of a troublesome time with, maybe I'll talk about it later, but okay, so back to 15. It's got its difficulty, but if you can get a 1, 2, or 3, you're in the clear here. Ollinger, he gets a 1, so 1, 2, 5. He is a bomber, so this is going to be a long drive, and he's going to have a chance to maybe play a nice chip shot in here. Green 1. Is he stone? He's semi-stone, and he misses the dot, so that's good. He has a pin roll. We're going to roll the 1 and the dot. We're going to roll the white and the decider. If it's 1 and a dot, it's in, and it's an eagle. Otherwise, he'll get a birdie chance out of it. It's a 1 but no dot, so that's a gimme birdie putt for Ollinger. That would move into minus 16 within 2. He makes it, and Ollinger is right in the thick of it with 3 holes to play. Tobias Foley, again the second most famous Tobias F. It's kind of like Axel F, except anyway. So 3 is going to be golfer controlled. 3, 3, 4. That was the exchange when I was a kid. Telephone exchange. 3, 3, 4. Yeoman. Yo, man. No, he isn't. Champion. No, he isn't. Mood. So Foley is a neutral. Green 4 is going to ask if he's sunny. So being neutral, he's not. That kind of goes in the other direction then. Par 4, green 4. So it's going to be a double difficult birdie putt. We're just going to go ahead and lag that for Tobias. So that leaves him an easy par, and he makes it. Up until the early 2000s, Tobias Foley wore a lot of like turtlenecks and had really bad like baldness, but then he started wearing a toupee and changed his attire completely after. He said after he watched a couple episodes of Arrested Development for whatever reason. But all right, this is Evan Aldrich. No, this is Gail Honorado. Excuse me. So that's a par. Okay, to 14. We're winding our way here through the final holes, trying to get to 18. Another out of contention check. This is for Ruben Riggs. And Ruben pars the 14th. So now your leader, who double bogeyed 12 after he hits it out of bounds. So he is going to take control using a blue chip here. 5 degrees of course control, so you might as well use it when it's at one of its highest value rolls and see what you can get. So a 1, 3, 3. Is he yeoman or he's semi-puny and a dot. This is going to be gallery groans. Now he has a green 1. He's a semi-master. We got to re-roll it. If it comes up dot again, he has an easy birdie putt. His short game would recover from this. It is a dot, so he gets an easy birdie. He's not going to use the chip. He is going to let this ride. 1 to 4 makes it and would get back one of those shots he lost on 12. About a 9-foot putt here. He's got a 66% chance, and it is in. Right square in the center. Myung Cho regains his confidence, makes a good putt. Needed a delicate stroke on that one. He just puts it flush straight down the heart of the cup. And now Rodell buys control here as well. 4, 4, 5. Hot. Rodell is not. He's not gilded either, so it's mood. Rodell is stormy. Green 4, so he's not sunny. That's double difficult birdie putt. He's just going to do the lag. He almost botches that. So now the easy par, and he makes that. Okay, to 18 with Mackay Berry. So if Berry could toss in a birdie here and get to 17 under, that would at least set the mark that these other guys are going to have to equal or better. So 18's 530 yards. Typical par 5, 1 degree of course difficulty. It's semi-direct, so you do have a fair, one of the better chances for eagle on this course. Multiple bunkers pepper the 18th hole. But the fairways are wide and golfers should have little trouble giving themselves a chance for birdie. Let's see. Beverly Hills Cop. That's Axel F. Not Tobias F. I don't know. That Tobias Foley came up with just a random like name generator. And of course on Arrested Development you have Tobias Funke, who is a ridiculous character played by David Cross. But anyway, here is Barry. Let's see if he can get a putt for birdie here. 1-2-5 bomber. He is a bomber. He's gonna have a moderate eagle putt. He doesn't have any blue chips. He could have also had it on. He wouldn't have had it on the direct because it's semi-direct, no dot. But because he is a bomber, he's gonna have a chance. If he rolls, this is about a 12-foot putt for eagle. If he rolls this in, the crowd will go nuts as the American will join Cho. Actually, no, he won't. Cho got a birdie, isn't it? My eyes are, there it is. It's -19. He would put a -18 and would definitely put the mark. He needs a 1 or a 2. Oh, and it's a 3. Could have used a blue chip there. So now an easy birdie putt, 1-4, and he holds it out. So a good birdie. He goes birdie to finish. It's going to set himself at -17 in the clubhouse and hope that Cho does another one of those brain fart tee shots and puts himself right in the mix for maybe a playoff here. So Evan Aldrich going to close out his round. 1-3-5. Is he a duffer? Is he a puny guy? No. Champion. Okay, he is hero, so he's going to go to the special short game. Should get a birdie out of this. So special short game, we're going to... Oh, wait, we use the green die. 5. Stone. He's not stone. So a moderate birdie putt. Uh-oh. Just dropped my green die. Hope I can find it. Yep, there it is. Alright. Well, he has a blue chip, so we can make that easy. 1-4. And he holds it out, so Aldrich with a good finish. If you forget about 16, the double bogey there really... trying to think of the word caved in his chances. That's the trying to think of a different word. That's the only destroyed. Maybe that's what word I'm looking for. I don't know. Anyway, double cordial for Hudspeth. 3 dot. I think that's a birdie. It is. So everybody birdies 18 here in this group. Decimated. Maybe decimated was the one I was looking for. Sangsorn now tied 2 back. Couple birdie holes here. Of course, Cho also has to play them. A little extra control here for Sangsorn. A 4 would get him control as well. But he gets the 5. 33 is going to be golf cam course without the dot, so it won't be cordial. Needs some help here. 4, is it cordial? No. Daunting? No. It's an easy putt for par. And he is not going to birdie. He is going to par it. And that's going to leave it to 18 to try and lessen the gap there a little bit. Shrink it some. Okay, Bingen. Also a 5. 34, though, is going to be rough in 1. And he gets a green 1. This would have been a better result for Sangsorn. Because this is going to be a wow chance for Bingen. Yep, so he's not a workman. So he gets a blue chip. We roll the white. Actually, we don't need the decider die. The white is going to be a 4. So that's going to be an easy birdie putt. And let's see, Bingen is 4 back. With 17, he's going to make it gimme. He may have made the easy one, but he is going to use a little bit of his blue chip stock and make the birdie. And so Bingen to minus, that's 16, right? Yes, he is, with just a hole left. And now out of contention, Bierman, 4 is a par. To 16. And Ollinger, what is he at? He is 3 back. Oh, what did I do here? Have I been... Oh, played him out of order. Almost played him out of order. This is 16. Par 3. Boy. Ollinger with a debate here. He could use a blue chip and take control of this. But with extra control, he's going to take his chances. 13. Oh, and he's in the water. 13 is a water shot, and that is a disaster. Just yanks it a little bit, and now he's going to lose a shot here most likely on the par 3. Let's see, 5. He's not a hero, so it's a moderate bogey putt. 1 to 5, he makes it. And his chances at his first victory have pretty much gone up into smoke right there. Or drown, if you will. So now Tobias Foley, he needs a miracle here probably. He needs the best shot of his life. And he is not going to get it. Rough in 1 with a green 3. Not a workman, so he'll have a gimme par putt. So not the worst thing in the world, but he needs to go to 17, knowing that his chances are pretty slim as well. It's not going to be out of this group. Honorado makes his bogey here. Terrible day for Gale. He is 6 over. And now Myung Cho at the 15th. He really just wants to avoid any more special results. Already got the out of bounds special result. What's this message? One moment. Cho, and he gets a 4, so it's going to be course controlled 25. So we go. Oh, and it's daunting. Oh boy, that's not. He's going to luck out. The green 4 on Golf Cam course. Cordial, no. Daunting, yes. It's going to be a clutch putt for par. And he is going to spend a blue chip here to go from neutral to, although that's going to mean he can't take control on 16, so he could still, but this is going to give him a chance at a 1 to 5 clutch putt par. Oh, and he still misses it. Easy bogey. Should have held on to the chip. Oh boy, so minus 18 now for Cho. Up and down here on the back 9. This is going to be an adventure. Riggs, that's going to be a par on out of contention. And then Rodell, that's going to be trees in 1, green 2. He is not a master, so no chance at recovering from that. So it's going to be an easy second putt for par. No chance of recovering for a possible birdie. So easy par, he makes it. Okay. We are... Go back to 18. Sangsorn needs this to be a birdie would tie. That's what he's looking for here. He'd love an eagle, but he'll take a birdie. His extra control won't help him. First, Tora Bingen could join with a birdie. He could, but he's going to get course control 15, rough in 1, green 5. So this is pretty much it for him. No chance at an eagle. So now we roll on polite applause. It's a 3. Double difficult birdie putt. He will use a blue chip to make it difficult. Needs a 1. Still has yet to hole 1 today. So moderate par. He makes that, and he will finish at minus 16. A good 3 under round, but definitely should have been better here. So 2 chips for Sangsorn. Would just love if he could get a moderate eagle. And he gets, okay, well, that's something. It's special result land. Now, that could be good, it could be bad. Now, what's this message? The world comes to an end whenever you're doing something. All right, I'm going to roll this, and I have to take a short break here. So here's the special result, level 1 par 5, 36, beautiful shot. Gimme putt for birdie, golfer in the zone. Gimme birdie putt. Might as well just roll it out here, and he makes it. So Sangsorn with a birdie joins Cho at minus 18, and he is going to be in the zone if we have a playoff. So that is one thing. Now, I'll be right back. I need to go take care of something real quick. Okay, well, whoa! Might be choke. Oh, I hit the, close the door in my one license plate. Fell off. Alright, well, the tarp that I'm using to cover our fire pit fell off, so I fixed that. Not really able for anybody else to know how to do that, so I guess. Double cordial 5 is a par, I think, yeah. I should have just replaced it the last time because somebody did try and it didn't set right, so. Alright, well, Sang Sorn joins Cho at -18, has the chips left, and is in the zone, so. And if we should be trying to get picked up by the channel DAZN. So, but still haven't gotten any calls back on whether or not they're willing to pay us the lofty fee that we are looking for the rights to our coverage here. So we'll probably just stick to YouTube. Tobias Foley at 17. He is going to get a patient par. Ollinger pretty much lost his opportunity for anything here. 2-4-5. Legend. He's not a legend, so it's going to be short game check 5. Soft. He's not soft, so moderate par putt. He might as well use one of his chips to make it easy at least. And it's lucky he did because he rolled a green 6, so par. And now the out of contention for Gail Honorado. That's a par. Okay. To 16. First up to play is going to be Ruben Riggs. Semi-daunting. That's a bogey. Next up is Carson Rodell, who he himself is having a rather mediocre round. He's +3. And he gets control. 1-3. Oh, ooh, what's this? He isn't that. Okay, 1-3-3. Oh no, 1-6-6 is the one that says. So 1-3-3 hacker, no. So we go to mood, and again, he is stormy. Because he is stormy, what's he going to end up with? 3. Yeah, storm. Double difficult putt for par. Needs to lag to get his easy bogey, which he makes. And now Cho, who's coming off a bogey, only has a single blue chip. He's got to be hoping that he can roll a 1 or a 2 or a 6 here. And it's a 2, so 4-4-6. Can he get 4-4-6? Hacker? He's not a hacker. He's hero or laser, so not hacker. And there is mood. He is stormy, not sunny, so it's going to lead to a difficult putt for par, I think. Difficult par putt. Needs a 1, 2, or 3 to hang in there, tied for the lead. It is a miss. Now a moderate bogey. Needs to avoid a 6, and he does. Fortunately, he has holes to score coming up. Songrim Sang Sorn now is in the lead in the clubhouse, -18, with Cho having 2 holes left to play. He needs birdie to win, birdie, par, some combo of that. So we're going to close out here with this group. The second to last, it'll be Foley. 2 blue chips. He's just going to hold them. 4, 5, 6 on the par 5 is Golf Cam Green. Green 4. Friendly green, no. Oh, this is going to be a clutch par putt. He's semi-gold. He might as well spend one, make himself full gold. And he does make it. So that is a par. So Foley with 1 under par around. He finishes 3 shots off Sangsorn. Now Ollinger with extra control can't come into play here. It's a double cordial. He might just as well take the birdie. He's not going to get an eagle out of it. So patient birdie. He's going to finish at minus 16, a couple shots off what will likely be either the winning score or going to the playoff. And now Honorado finishes out, and he ends it with a par. All right, so to 17, it's going to be Ruben Riggs. Out of contention, semi-cordial, that's going to be a bogey. This group here is in dire straits right now. They are all over the place. They need to get it under control. Carson Rodell, he's going to take a patient par here. And then Myung Cho has 1 blue chip, back-to-back bogeys after he had a 4-shot lead at one point. Looked like it was over. And now he is 1 behind Sangsorn. And it's 1-1-4. Likely to get a moderate birdie out of it. Let's see, 1-1-4. Gilded, semi-gilded with a dot. No, he's going to lose the blue chip. Gallery groans for Workman, no. Difficult putt for par. He's got to hold this to have any chance. 1, 2, or 3, or this is probably over, and it's a 5. He misses it, and he is on full-blown implosion. Moderate bogey for Cho. He makes that, but this is terrible. I think we gave him the jinx when we talked about him in the early part of the broadcast, and this is just an ultimate fail on Cho's part. And here's Rodell. He'll get a birdie. He'll end up at minus 11. Cho needs an eagle. It's gonna be Riggs first. That's a par. Needs the roll of his life here, or this is just over. So it's Myung Cho needs an eagle putt. There's a 4 that's 3-3-5. I'm not sure he's gonna get it with that. King no, Hacker no, Hero. He is a hero. He has an easy birdie putt, but this is it. 1-4. He makes it, but that's too little too late. He finally settles his nerves down after it's all gone. Songram Sangsorn, extra control man, wins with a minus 6 round. He matches Mackay Berry, but he started 1 ahead of him, and he wins. The Thai assassin takes 1 down. New winner on tour. He's a 5B. But that's something else. A real interesting young winner here in Boston. 1-shot lead over Barry and Cho. Cho started so hot, and then the putter grips just got a little bit slipperier. The brow got a little bit more sweaty. Collar got a little tighter, and it all went down. And he is very much going to feel like Cho has to feel like what's that guy's name? I mean, this isn't a major, but is it Zalatoris? let me see here. I'm trying to there we go. Like Zalatoris, you know, not a major, but still another a colossal mess up. He's going to finish second. Good result, but he had a chance at his first victory and couldn't make it work. So yeah, so I'm going to close it out here now. We got another dog, so the level of stuff going on in the house is a little raised, so to spend much more time down here is probably a poor tactical choice. So I'm going to just go ahead and sign off here. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, and that will give YouTube, I guess, plenty of data about what our channel, what people might like our channel. You can subscribe and share if you want. It's up to you. But this gets us into the final stretch of tournaments. Next up, we have one more C tier. It's the Appalachian Hootenanny from the Greenbrier. Then after that, we get into a couple of B tournaments, Blues Belt, Georgia, and then the Tenacious Pro Showcase, also known as the PGA Championship. It's kind of like my fictionalized name for it, and that would be it for this season. So, all right, have a great Saturday. We'll be back soon with more Tenacious Golf Tour action. See ya.